Thanks for stopping by. I am in the process of making a shaker card for Father's Day. I'm going to be making 4 of them. I'm going to be selling them in the bakery. And I just talk about all the things that I'm planning on using. I love this Lawn Fawn set here. And I'm going to go ahead and use the hexagon for the shaker part of it. I've got some sequins here. So I kind of have a plan of what I want to do. I want to make it a fish theme. So I'm using this as the base. And then this piece of paper here, which doesn't have a name on it, but I'm pretty sure that's from Michael's. I guess maybe it would have the recollections. I had that in my stash. I thought that would be perfect for the card. I get the stamps that go with this die. I'm thinking that because I'm going to be doing 4 of them, I'm going to have a lot of stamps, and for me to try to do the die cuts over and over again, I might get a little bit irritated. So I'm going to use my brother's Scan and Cut, and I'll show you how it all turns out. Alright, so let me turn on the music, and using my 12x12 Misty, I'm going to do my stamping, and then we'll start putting the card together. this shaker card together. I went ahead and stamped everything. You guys, if you're card makers, you already know how to stamp things, so I went ahead and stamped it. The inside of this is the Happy Father's Day. I talked about that before. This is the Happy Everything stamp set. When I cut out the top layer, I used this, as I mentioned earlier in the video. Now, what you want to do when you're doing a shaker card, if you're using die cuts, is you want to use the smaller of the sizes for the layer of your card. Then for the acetate, you want to go a size up. You can make shaker cards with your Cricut Design Space or your Silhouette. My Silhouette hasn't been working for several years, but I can do a shaker card on the Cricut Designs, excuse me, the Design Space. If you guys want to see it, just leave a comment and we'll figure something out. Let's put this together. First thing you want to do is you want to put your acetate on the inside. I'm using Tombow. Any preference for adhesive is fine. Perfect. Then you want to take your foam adhesive. I have this here, which is a thinner type, which is going to work perfect. Then you want to use your foam adhesive. I am just repeating myself right now because my battery went dead. I gotta pay attention to that. When you do your foam adhesive, you want to make sure that you put it right on this edge here and that you don't have any gaps. For example, you don't have to make it this thin either. I just cut that one super thin. There are a lot of shaker card YouTube videos out there. And I'm telling you, they're super fun to make. A little more time consuming than just regular cards, because of all the die cutting, but it's super worth it. Again, I'm just making sure there's no gaps. You can put sequins, you can put beads, you can put little buttons. There's just endless things that you can put in the shaker cards. I have not used glitter yet. I wonder what glitter would be like. I suppose you would have to use your embossing buddy so that the static would not go crazy from the acetate. The acetate paper I got from Office Max. Okay. There we go with that. Now we're going to put our little sequins in. I chose this copper color. I got these at Michael's. I've been told Oriental Trading is a good place to buy stuff like this as well. If you're doing a lot of these, it'll come in a big bulk size. Then you want to take your second acetate and you want this to go on top of this, and then that's going to go just like that. So let's put our pattern paper layer on this. I'm going to make sure my fish is lined up the way I want it so that it shows through. And that's going to go just like that. Now I also want to put foam adhesive here because I want this to pop up a little bit. No worries about anything falling out at this point. Just want to make sure that it stays on the top base of your card. Since this foam adhesive is fairly close to the same height as this, I'm going to do an extra little layer of that adhesive. There we go. Look how adorable that is. put that on. Now we're going to glue our little Lawn Fawn characters on. I had to fussy cut this because the brother Scan and Cut for some reason couldn't read the lines. While I was, over there doing that, I went ahead and just die cut the rest of the little characters using the dies for this. Now, I left the painter's tape on. I do have a magnetic platform, but I wanted to be extra sure that it wasn't going to move around, so I left the painter's tape on, so it's on for the next time. Let's glue these cutie patooties together. Put the sun there. Put one of my little leaves right there. I need my tweezers. Now this one here, like I said, I didn't put the painter's tape on before, so it kind of went wonky. Whoops. When I ran it through my Big Shot. All right, and I have a piece of coral that's going to go here. Just kind of layer it right there. Then this little cutie's going to go right here. I'm going to move him up a tiny bit, and then I'm going to put one right here. Now because he's facing this way, I'm going to do it this way here. This one just a little bit. Yeah, this was my first time, not my first time that I die cut, but the first attempt, I should say, without the painter's tape. And then I stopped and said, oh, gotta put that painter's tape on. I was really hoping that the brother Scan and Cut would cut these, but I just couldn't find the stamped line, so that's okay. It worked out. And then I'm going to put this little shark here on the front. Let me just fix the lines on that as well. Ooh, I'm taking a chance of doing this with my tweezers. I don't know what I'm thinking. And he's going to go right on the front. I got to move my sunshine up here. I must have bumped it because I don't want it down that far. My shark guy's going to go right on the front. All right, everybody. Thanks for hanging in there. Try a shaker card if you haven't made it before. It's really fun, especially if you're using these Lawn Fawn stamp sets. All right, thanks so much, everybody, and have a great day.